Screw the 5-second rule. There it is. All right, so back with some more taboo for the generalist because why the fuck not? Angle of the Angels. Funny story. Originally the Angel arc was only supposed to be 2 books. That would be Angle of the Angels, and then Augur of the Angels. But when I started writing out the action sequences, because as you guys know, I do the whole, I'll do the engineering first, and then I let the garden happen. You know what I mean? Like I'll plot this shit, and then once I start writing, that determines what really is going down, what's going to be in the final published work. Well, I wrote too many action sequences. I literally wrote too much fight. So I basically said, you know what, fuck it. Instead of a duology, I'll just make it a duo. I'll just make it a trilogy again. I didn't want to, but there you go. So now I'm going to be doing Angle of the Angels, Anger of the Angels, and then finish it off with Augur of the Angels, which two-thirds of that is going to be fight. That's just nothing but the battle between the Angel Carciel of the Revenant versus the Shock. And it's just all one massive fucking fist to face, trains to face. There are 3 segments of that book where they're going to hit Carciel with a train. I'm just leaving on a jet train. I don't know when your face will be back again. Like, seriously. Just saying. But, anyway. Here we go. Frank nodded sagely as he took his own seat again, his Monster Gene partner rummaging about in the kitchen. He's right. Don't think we've ever forgotten that you've backed us on several projects, and you've always been indispensable to us when it comes to information, contacts. Hell, you've always been upfront with us, bro. So why stop now? Censored gritted his teeth, his pristine mustache trembling as he began to relax his guard, the veneer of calm control giving way to his broken pride. I, Censored, have come across a problem that I cannot handle on my own, he snarled as he barked out. There has laid siege to my kingdom, my very soul, a creature of incredible power, one that is beyond my own formidable techniques. For the first time, I cannot defeat this menace on my own. Censored looked directly into Frank's eyes, his own clear and bright as he spoke. I need someone to champion my cause, to prove that humanity can stand against such power. I require champions of equal measure in humanity to prove to this angel that we aren't simply playthings, enthralled to their power. I require the power of the shop! Frank laughed, clapping his hands. Yes, there it is. Broken, your pride as a man and your very soul smashed, and yet I can see it, I can feel it! Frank grinned. You haven't stopped fighting. You came to us not just as champions, but as your weapons. Cat's paws that you cannot control subtly, so you'll just come direct. That's why we dig you, dog. Censored calmed down, once again the height of control and calm. To treat one such as you as mere pawns, let alone bid solely on your friendship, either would be the utter and absolute heights of folly. If I must come to your level to acquire your aid, I will do so. The older gentleman spread his arms wide, palms upwards and wrists loose as he noted, This is, Censored, all of me. I have bared myself to the shop in hopes that your sanctuary, your succour, and your strength hold valid for one even such as I. Dash set a plate on Censored's right hand, bearing a thickly made meat and cheese sandwich. You're laying it on a bit thick now, G. Plus, ain't you extending the label of humanity a bit far with yours truly? Dash handed Censored a plate, the other Censored, the sandwich heaped with various loose-cut lunch meats and cheeses, growling when the younger man shook his head at the offer as Gervais chuckled, pleased to find pickles and tomatoes as well as cucumbers. You are far from human and humane than any I have ever come across, Daniel. Censored took a deep bite before continuing, and I've come across many. If I cannot call one such as you human, then I cannot call any friend or brother. I taste like cat food! Frank and Dash winced visibly at the sudden outburst, spoken aloud from everywhere at once. Censored blinked and sipped his drink slowly before speaking in his clear, languid voice. I have occasioned upon many strange things since making the acquaintance of the shop, especially whilst in the demesne of this place. I really do wish to ask what that was, but... That, both Dash and Frank looked at each other, both speaking up at the same time. Frank grunted and nodded as Dash continued on. Would be Control. C-O-N Troll, Computer Optimized Network. We transmuted my brain into a gold brick and created an artificial intelligence to help optimize everything around here. Control has already made the brownies more efficient, and the flow of energies that weave in and out of the shop have become even more effective ever since she started regulating them herself. Only problem is we also allow... We? Frank lifted an eyebrow, chuckling. Dash lifted a hand and let it slap back down uselessly. Okay. I allowed her to get onto the internet. Apparently she accidentally did a virus from some abandonware site, and now Grease Monkey's in the middle of cleaning her everything. Only problem is that we've got her deeply ingrained within the shop itself, so he's got to operate on multiple levels of reality. This also means generally turning her off in various stages, and she's less than useful right now. Pancakes, pancakes, pancakes! Control's less than intelligent voice rang out in a joyful explosion of noise. Censored thought for a moment, then nodded. Ah, yes. I'm just going to censor that whole line, never mind. Sorry, that's a little bit too much spoilerage right there to a point. Let's see.
Combo.
Censored nodded gravely, eating his own sandwich with care. Finishing up the meal, the older gentleman dabbed his lips with a handkerchief as other Censored took his place slightly behind his chair, his hands loosely held in front of him. Looking up at the shopkeepers, Censored nodded to them respectfully. You say that I have done you services and favors, but in reality, it has always been give and take. I thank you, not for your help, but for being a friend in need. Frank chuckled wickedly. Calm down, Censored. We ain't the kind for that silver tongue of yours, and it's just about time we got started on this case, you know? Censored blinked. Whatever shall you do next, though? Dash took what plates there were to the kitchen as Frank grinned from ear to ear, his blood already singing at the thrill of new work. Like you said, bro, we're gonna do the voodoo that we do oh so very well. Frank, Censored, and other Censored suddenly jumped at Dash's surprised yelp, all three men leaping to their feet and turning towards the kitchen as the tall, green troll gene fell underneath a wave of pancakes that cascaded inexplicably out of the oven.
Guys, such a foodgasm.
Oh, shit. Dude, we're recording live. What's up?
Hey.
Out of nowhere, Katsuro.
Just like a zombie-style foodgasm.
Yeah, that dude. Believe it or not, before I wrote anything else in Taboo 4, that was the first complete sequence that I wrote out. Just because, holy shit, pancakes. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but you know, if you got into this point and you haven't read Taboo 0 through 3, that's your fault.
I'm having fun.
That pancakes line reminds me of Nora Valkyrie.
What?
I'm just hungry now.
Well, continuing on, there's actually in the next paragraph is one of my scene jumps, and yeah, dude, I fucking reek of pancakes. Oh wow! But hey, no, I actually have a description of the Roadbuster here, and we have like 2.5. You know, let's end it on this, and then I'll go on to the next segment afterwards. Yeah.
Yay!
End recording.